Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanshalakaya Chakshuramritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Sadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Gaura Sarcharitamrit Nidhi Gauram Sarvam Stuve Gaurena Prathitam Rasya Bhajanam Gauram Sarvam Dade Gaurasti Kripalu Ratrina Paro Gaurasya Bhritya Sabhavam Gaur Gauramacharami Bhagwan Gaur Prabhu Rakshamam Jaitam Sutapangur Mama Mandamater Gati Matsarvas Padambujo Shri Radha Madan Mohanu Bhaktya Vihina Yaparad Lakshay Shiptasya Kamadi Tarang Madde Kripamaitam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My humble obeisances, the divine lotus feet of my Guru Maharaj, Nitla Vaishnav Vishnupad Stotrashad, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, and similarly to my Shiksha Gurudevs, Nitla Vaishnav Vishnupad Stotrashad, Shri Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and Nitla Vaishnav Vishnupad Bhakti Vigyan Shri Bharti Goswami Maharaj. My innumerable Dandavat Pranams, the divine lotus feet of Shri BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and all his prominent associates, to Sachinandan Gaur Hari and all his associates, to Shri Radha Madhav and all his parikars. In this Harikatha assembly, to my senior God brother, the Acharya of Shri Gopinath Gaudiya Bhatt, Shri Srimad Bhakti Vibhud Bodhayan Maharaj and Bhakti Vedanta Vritti Maharaj and Shri Bhumipati Prabhu and senior devotees here, to all assembled devotees, Vaishnav and Vaishnavis, and respected guests. Thank you again, Rishi Prabhu and his dear wife, to arrange this program again. In glorification of the series of, glorification of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, it's not about remembering him just on this weekend, but just like we say according to Srimad Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya. The word Nitya is not every day. The word Nitya means eternally, serving Srimad Bhagavatam. Similarly, it is very essential and mandatory to remember Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. When I say to remember him, it's not just offering flowers, incense, ghee lamp, arati to him, but remembering the ideals of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, remembering the teachings and his pastimes. If you want to meditate on this subject, then I must tell you, I recommend you a book which is a collection of memories of my Guru Maharaj for his Guru Maharaj, Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. The book titled Of Love and Separation. It's a wonderful book. If you read that book, many devotees told me their heart melt to read the book. How Guru Maharaj in such a humble mood, praising the glories of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, his worshipable holy master. So it's like Nitya Bhagavatam Sevaya Nitya Prabhupada Sevaya. Nitya. Not every day, but eternally. But we can't do that because of our limitations, so at least every day. Pujapal Maharaj was describing some Hari Katha. And this Hari Katha has so much to do with the teachings of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. I'm a little getting confused from where to start with. But Srila Prabhupada, he established Devi Varnashram Dharma. And he gave a definition of the words which were very common in the Vaishnava Samaj, in the community of Vaishnavas. But Srila Prabhupada had very special explanation on those words, which is literally used in a very gross and very common sense, just like Maun Vrata. In India, if you ask anyone, what is Maun Vrata? Mataji, what is Maun Vrata?
Do not speak anymore.
You see, everyone knows in India, every individual. Maun Vrata means a promise, a vow, I'm not going to speak anything. And many sadhus in Vrindavan, in month of Kartik or Purushottam or in Navdeep, they take this vow. I will not speak anything. Not a single word for sometimes weeks, month and 6 months, 1 year. It's very common. But Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is not happy with just this one word. Maun Vrata means just a vow of silence. He gave a refined and very subtle, in-depth definition of this word Maun Vrata. Who is Maun Vrata? One who speaks about Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastime and associates 24 hours a day. And for weeks, for months, and for years, and throughout the life, is actually following the vow of silence, Maun Vrata. That's Srila Prabhupada's definition of Maun Vrata. It's easy to become quiet. I will not say anything. But this is difficult. This is difficult one. And it's difficult to be simple and it's very simple to be difficult. 24 hours. And we sing this every morning in glorification of our Gurudev. Shri Radhika Madhaviror Apara Madhurya Leela Gunarupanam Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. One who is all the time speaking what? What speaking? Only the glories of Shri Radha Madhava. That's vow of silence. That's the vow of silence. And Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Swami Maharaj, his name, what he signed, his name? A.C. BhaktiSiddhanta Swami, right? A.C. means always chanting. It's always chanting. The name, form, qualities, pastimes, non-stop. That's vow of silence. Maun Vrata. Then Vairagya, renunciation. Srila Prabhupada, he said, I toured entire India. Underline this point. He toured entire country, India, length and breadth. He said, I didn't found one sadhu. He was in Vrindavan. He was in Kashi. He was in South India. All these places which are hub of sadhus. He said, I didn't find one sadhu. Is that true? There is no sadhus there? But sadhus of what Srila Prabhupada have is in mind. The ideal sadhu. Selfless. Unconditional. I didn't find one sadhu, he said. Oh, there are so many vairagis. So many vairagis. But Srila Prabhupada taught in the teaching of BhaktiSiddhanta. Sadhu, vairagya means, renunciation means, many people, they have false renunciation. Markat vairagya. Markat vairagya means renunciation like monkey. And you can very easily see if you go Vrindavan. They make a drama. If you have some banana, something in your hand, if you look in the eyes of a monkey, you will turn around his face. I'm not seeing this. But the moment you turn your eyes, he comes and grab everything. Oh, I don't need house. I just survive on leaves. But he's sense enjoyer. This is called Markat Vairagi. Then there is another Vairagi called Falgu Vairagi. Falgu Vairagi means there is a river called Falgu river. If you see the river, the current is flowing, but there is undercurrent. This undercurrent of the river which flows opposite direction. So as Maharaj was explaining yesterday, externally appear like sadhu, but inside heart there is an undercurrent. Why have taken sannyas? Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, is always uttering one verse from Bhagavatam, from Dattatreya. The purpose of me taking sannyas is Mukund Sevan Angri, to serve the senses of Mukunda. But I have seen, Maharaj knows more better than me. I have seen so many sannyasis. They take sannyas, you know for what reason? To sit front in a line when there's a prasada will be served. They feel so insulted if they have to sit in the back as a brahmachari. Just to get prasad and to leave that place, you must take sannyas. And sannyasis get more donation. That's the purpose of sannyas. No. So there is an undercurrent. Srila Prabhupada smashed these ideas. No Markat Vairagi, no Falgu Vairagya. And he established in his words, Yukta Vairagya. And he's not just saying anything. Always remember, mind this. Srila Prabhupada's speech, I said yesterday, is always have some reference. Every single word. When I was with Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharti Gosai Maharaj, Maharaj used to say, we never learn in our life to speak something light and gross. We never learn. Whatever we speak is all gravity. And I personally witnessed this. Even though Maharaj is speaking some light, some news, or Maharaj was saying about attack yesterday or whatever. I don't know this. But even with a small thing, Maharaj used to put in that some great Siddhanta. There is fight in material world, and there is also fight in spiritual world. But both fights are not same. There's so much difference. Rather we choose that spiritual fight. Because center of that fight is Krishna there. And center of this fight here in the material world, it is selfish motives, self-interest. Self is the center, not Krishna is the center. It's not one of, it's two different things. Just like for general public, what Krishna says, oh, akamo sarv kamo va moksha kamo dari. Anyone who approach me with desire or without any desire, or even the desire for liberation, I'm there to fulfill all your desires. But is this the motive and intent of Krishna? Not at all. This is just like a slogan or advertisement. Come, just come to me. But when someone comes to Krishna, then his words change. And how is change? Oh, you're worshipping me. And what are you asking from me? Material desires. Ama bhaje mage vishay sukh, amrit chhada vishay mange ei bada murkh. Ami vigya sei murkh vishay kaino dibo, sar charnamrit diya vishay bhulaibo. For the sadhakas who really wants what? Krishna in the life. The sadhakas who really feel we are homeless. Oh yeah, saying that. I was saying this few days back. Somewhere, I don't know which city. We see homeless people in the streets. Yes, in New York, so many homeless people.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I've heard, I don't see so much. But
Yeah. Are they homeless? Not at all. They are fake homeless people. I was telling in Miami, right? Yeah. Fake homeless people. Because we are ready to supply them home. If you ask Maharaj, any homeless person come, Maharaj, can you give me shelter in your temple? Will he say no? This temple is for everyone. Come. You get prasadam, you get food, you get clothes, you get room, you get everything. Just spend your life to serve Krishna. Advertise this and see how many will come. Not one person will come. We are ready to supply them home, but they are happy to become homeless. There's the life is. So they are not homeless people. We are homeless people. All these devotees who are here, present here, we are homeless. How we are homeless? Because now, after hearing so much Harikatha, we get to know where is our home. And we know this is not my home. Our home is back to Krishna. That's our home. So we know where is our home, and we are struggling with our sadhana to go to that home. Actually, we are bona fide homeless people. And those on the street, they are fake homeless people. Srila BhaktiSiddhanta, Thakura, Prabhupada, and all these acharyas, all these disciples, they always ready. Come, and we want to give you space. We want to give you everything. The home. So, Yukta Vairagya, he never ever spoke anything which has no gravity. Every word, every sentence, every lecture. So when he's saying Yukta Vairagya is the topmost, what is the meaning Yukta Vairagya? Srila Goswami Pad in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is saying, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Chauchate. I can accept everything. Imagine. Contrary nature, but the same intent. Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, his spiritual master, never touching any money, never touching any facility. Always staying at the bank of Ganga on a small little humble boat. And one lady is coming to give him a mosquito net. Babaji Maharaj, there were so many mosquitoes. How are you going to rest? Mosquitoes will bite you. Please. And Babaji Maharaj, rejection. Your presence itself is a disturbance. How is bothering you if a mosquito is biting me or not? He was that hard. Never accepting anything. And Srila Prabhupada, accepting everything. 64 centers. Mud in India. 64 centers. And he used to send his prominent associates, Shri Bhakti Pragyan, Keshav Gosai Maharaj, and many others, with a, box hanging on his neck. on their necks. Go and collect money. Even after establishing 64 temples, mudds in India, Srila Prabhupada said, I have never taken anything from this world. I have always given this world everything and never take anything from this world. How is possible, Prabhupada? How you build so many temples? He said, I have not accepted anything from this world, from any person from this world. My intention is to come here and to give, and I have already given. I have not taken anything from anyone. So when he came to give, he expanded his, as I said yesterday, his career of the karuna, of compassion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He expanded the services of Krishna. And what he gave the opportunity to serve Krishna. He didn't accept anything. He just gave the opportunity to serve Krishna by establishing this Gaudiya words. I have not accepted anything. And when he's saying this, he means this. So, yukta vairagya. We will accept everything. But if Krishna is the center, unconditional, nirupadik prem, unconditional love. But if there is any self-interest in that, then Srila Prabhupada never liked this idea. That's why he said, I've never seen a sadhu in my life anywhere visiting, touring in the entire country, India, which is the hub of sadhus. And when he saw in Navdeep Dham, Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, crying and weeping, tears in his eyes, and calling out the name of Radhe Radhe, Kothai go prema mai Radhe Radhe, Tomar kangal tomar dake Radhe Radhe, Dekha diya pran rakho Radhe Radhe. गोसाई 56 दंड रात्रि दिने जाने न राधा गोविंद बिने और चारि दंड शुई थाके स्वप्ने न राधा गोविंद बिने राधे राधे. Calling out, weeping, tears. He's not even aware who's looking at him. Like intoxicated, maddened in the love of Krishna in Radharani's name. He's just moving. And Prabhupada said, that was my first vision of this sadhu. Conclusion. Shri Prabhupada BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur accepting Shri Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj as a spiritual master after touring the entire country and saying, he's not sadhu, he's not sadhu, he's not sadhu. When he saw Babaji Maharaj, in his calculation, in his estimation, he is sadhu. Can you imagine? The identity, the personality of Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, to whom Prabhupada is accepting him as spiritual master. And not only acceptance, he is struggling and dying to make him a spiritual master. Struggling. And Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj reject. You are son of magistrate, BhaktiSiddhanta Thakur. You are so learned. Okay, I will ask my Prabhu. Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj said this. I will ask my Mahaprabhu to give you initiation or not. There is a beautiful point in this. It's not a general story. In every pastime, go in depth to that. The subtleties of that. Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj said, no. Okay, I will ask Mahaprabhu. Again, next day, Srila Prabhupada approached for initiation. Oh, I forgot to ask Mahaprabhu. Then the next day and the next day. Nityananda. Nityananda Prabhu, yes. Can you see? Why? The question arises here. Why Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj not accepting Srila Prabhupada as his disciple? This one which is called a journal understanding. He's rejecting him, rejecting him, rejecting him. But there's another tattva in this. And what is that Siddhanta? Shri Babaji Maharaj is thinking, how can I initiate this personality who is so dear to my Prabhu? Identity of Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Dear most associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nayan Mani Manjari. So dear to Sri Radharani. How can I initiate a personality like she got Srila Prabhupada BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? I can't. His identity is so high. He is so dear to my Mahaprabhu. But then why he initiated him? After Bhaktivinoda Thakur instructed or requested him, we heard from Srila Gurudev. Prabhupada, he started performing Chandrayan Vrata. He stopped eating, and became so skinny. Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told Sri Gaur Krishna Babaji Maharaj, this boy will die. This boy will die. And if Babaji Maharaj said, okay, if you instructing me, then I will accept him. Yes. Before he was not giving initiation. Why? I just told. How can I? Because one associate can understand the identity of other associates. Because prakrit vastu nahi aprakrit gochar. Aprakrit vastu nahi prakrit gochar. Vaishnav chinete nare dever shakati. How can? In other words, I want to say, only a transcendental personality can see or realize the transcendental personality. Shri Babaji Maharaj immediately saw Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. How can I initiate him? But then why he initiate him? To please my Prabhu. Because he is associate of Srila Prabhupada is a direct associate of, dear associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So by initiating him, because he is approaching me for initiation, I must do some seva to my Mahaprabhu. He will be pleased to me. If he is approaching me for initiation, I must serve him, serving the associate of Mahaprabhu to please my Mahaprabhu, to please Radharani. There is a reason first not giving, and the reason why again he gave. Understand? There is a deep Siddhanta in that. Beyond that, what we hear. So Srila Prabhupada gave this idea of Yukta Vairagya, and because of this definition of Yukta Vairagya, he established and inspired everyone to preach. Pran ache jahar se hitu prachar. Those who have pran, life, can only give life, because life comes from life. Pran ache jahar se hitu prachar. One who has life can only preach. Can only preach. And what is the pran? Sharang Sharnagati Hoive Jahar. Ki Na. Bhakater pran. Daine Atmanivedan. Atyant Durlabh Prem Kori Varedam Shikhao Sharnagati Bhakater Pran. Sharnagati is the pran, the life of the Vaishnavas. What is Sharnagati? English of Sharnagati? Surrenderment. But Sharnagati has 6 limbs. What 6 branches? Anukulasya sankalpam pratikulasya vivarjanam rakshati vishwasya goptitya varman katha atma nikshepa karpan. 6 limbs of Sharnagati. Accepting those things which are favorable to bhakti, rejection of those which are unfavorable to bhakti. Then firm determination, Krishna will be my protector, and conviction that he is all my maintainer, humility and surrenderness. This is pran. And as much pran as you have, in that proportionately one can preach and conversions. Conversion not from the religions. That's not conversions. Conversions from animal life to human life, and human life to Vaishnava life. First to become human. Even that is not easy, Baba. To become human is also not easy. From giving up the animal tendency, enviousness, Masterji is animal tendency. Therefore Bhagavatam said, Nirmasaranam satam. Dharma porojit kaitav atro parmo nirmasaranam satam. Coming from animal tendency to human life, and then from human life to Vaishnava life. And Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he gave the definition of Vaishnava. What is the definition of Vaishnava? What do you go?
So, Vaishnavata, the Vaishnava serve the Supreme Lord.
Okay, the general meaning is one who is initiated in Vishnu mantra is Vaishnava.
Yes.
But Prabhupada, as I'm saying today, my topic is how he giving explanation, the definition of each and every word. In his dictionary, the word definition of Vaishnava means Kanak Kamani Pratishtha Bhagani Chadiya Chejai Saito Vaishnava. One who has given the desire for Kanak, money, and sense gratification and adoration. He is Vaishnava. That's Srila Prabhupada. He is Vaishnava. So, it's not easy. We say we are in the line of BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Of course we are, no doubt in that. But it's so difficult to come under the estimation of Srila Prabhupada's standards. It's very high standards. Because this is the standard established by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Prabhupada came only to give the standards of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his dear ones, Rupa Raghunath. So every word, everything based on the philosophical aspect, Siddhanta, the Gaudiya Siddhanta. Gaur Premanande. Not taking much time, because tomorrow we are going to have more Hari Katha. So I'm expecting, we hope everyone come right time. We can have lots of Hari Katha, and there are so many glories of Prabhupada. As Maharaj was saying, we have not even started yet. So I think we already started yesterday. And we are going to hear more tomorrow and day after. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for hosting us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Patita Nam Bhavane Vishnu Srila BhaktiSiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada ki Jai.
BhaktiSiddhanta Siddhanti Goswami Srila
Jai.